In this video, I'll discuss how you can make your custom brushes. Let's look at it quickly. To make a custom brush, either you need an image or you can create something on the canvas and then later convert it into a brush. Go to File and select Place Embedded. This opens a dialog box. To import an image, choose the file and import it. Press small enter key. You can also find similar image on Google by searching silhouettes. You can convert any part of the image to a brush. Let's use this man. Make a selection using the marquee tool. Then go to Edit and then click on Define Brush Preset option. Give a name to the brush and press OK. The new brush is created. Make a new layer to try it. You will observe that the edges of the brush are blurry as the image is also like that. Let's try a few adjustments and make the image sharp. Go to Adjustments and press Levels. Slightly move the left slider to the right and right slider to a little bit left to create contrast. Don't worry if you don't understand levels for now. I'll discuss it in detail in another video. Select both the layers, right click and select Merge Layers. Now again, make the selection and try converting it in a brush. This brush is much clearer than the previous one. Let's hide this layer and try this on another layer. You can choose any color and use the brush you just created. Now let's create a brush from the canvas. Let's make a tree as we need it multiple times in architectural drawings. Select the brush tool and right click to select the brush. Choose the foreground color to black. Click once to make a circle on the canvas. Again using the brush and white color in foreground. Reduce the size of the brush a little bit and then click on the black circle and make a white circle to create an outline effect. This looks fine now. Now make a bark of the tree using the same brush. Also, let's make a few branches as well, so that it's easy to recognize it as a tree. Let's add some shades as well so that the direction of the sun can also be represented. This looks fine. Now go to Edit and then click on the Define Brush Preset option. It makes all the black part in the canvas a brush. Give it a name of your choice and click Enter. Now your custom brush is ready. Now you can use it accordingly. Try different colors as well. You can modify the brush properties by going to Brush Settings window. Keep in mind, if you don't find any of these panels here, just go to the Window tab at the top and click on its name. It will appear on the screen and then you can arrange it accordingly. You can increase the spacing between adjacent brush strokes by moving this slider in brush settings. It makes it easier to make a row of trees. You can make multiple strokes by just one click. Remember the shortcut. Just make the first brush stroke, hold the shift key and then click anywhere on the canvas to make a row in that direction. I repeat, to make a continuous strokes in a line, make the first stroke, hold shift and then click on the other end. You can also modify other brush properties as well. Tick on the shape dynamics option. Through size jitter slider, you can randomize the size of the strokes. It will make unequal strokes on the canvas. I am out of the space on the canvas, so let's increase the size of the canvas by using the crop tool. Increase the size. Yeah, cool. Select the bottom layer, press Ctrl plus backspace to fill the selected layer with the background color selected. You will remember these shortcuts easily if you start working on Photoshop regularly. In the beginning, it may seem a little bit difficult to remember all these, but over time you will get into the habit of using shortcuts. Now select the brush tool. Let's look at other sliders as well. You can set the minimum size of the brush. Also, you can randomize the angle of the brush As the shadow should be in one direction, I'll keep it 0 for now. You can also try other sliders as well. You can also scatter the brush strokes from the central axis. You can choose how far the brush strokes should be. Also, you can change the count of the strokes while scattering. Another important option is of color dynamics. Right now, all the brush strokes are in same color. You can change the hue using hue jitter, also the brightness. You can keep experimenting and trying different sliders. Let's understand a little bit about hue and saturation. In this color picker window, the vertical slider represents the hue. The technical definition of hue is difficult to understand. In simple words, hue means the color, like red, yellow, blue, or any other color. If we move horizontally in the color picking area, the saturation of the color changes. Saturation means how intense the hue is. When we decrease the saturation, the color moves towards a grayish tone, and when we increase it, it moves to a purer one. If we move vertically in the color picking area, the brightness or the lightness changes. Let's understand this concept more by looking at hue saturation adjustments layer. Here we have 3 sliders, each for hue, saturation and lightness. By moving each slider, you can understand the effect of hue, saturation, lightness on the artwork. You can keep experimenting all these and check the effect on your artwork. This adjustment layer is very useful. I'll discuss about this in detail in another video as it will be used frequently. I hope that now you have understood adjusting brush settings. Experiment yourself and explore it well. To stay connected, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel. You may get stuck at any point while learning from my tutorials. Just mention your doubts in the comments below. I'll solve them at the earliest, and we can connect on other platforms for better interaction as well. To stay connected, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel.